First things first is that she knows my expectations proactively. I don't wait for her to engage in challenging behavior or do something that I don't want her to do to let her know them. I tell her beforehand. Second, she knows the consequences beforehand. If you don't follow this expectation, this is what's going to happen. There are no surprises if she doesn't follow it. Third, I always follow through with my consequences, always. They are not threats. When I say I'm going to do something, I mean it. And this helps us from giving consequences that are so extreme because we often give them in the moment when we're upset about something. So when we give our consequences beforehand, we're more level-headed and we can make them more appropriate to the situation. Number 4, if I do have to follow through with a consequence, I'm calm about it. I don't overreact. I'm not emotional about it. It's not, you don't get this because this is what's happening. I'm sorry. That's the decision she made. This also saves my kids from prolonged periods of distress because we're not going back and forth in which I'm trying to reason with them or get them to understand where I am coming from, because that's just not going to happen in that moment and you're just going to drag out the whole situation. 5, one of the biggest things of all is my toddler receives so much of my attention proactively. It's obnoxious in that if she doesn't follow my expectations, I don't even have to say much. There is just such a clear difference between this is how I am when you do, and I'm just withdrawing my attention when you don't. And no, I am not ignoring her. I'm just not reasoning with her when she doesn't follow them. And finally, this is going to be one of the biggest things. If you want behavior to continue, you have to pay attention to it. Anytime we want something to increase, it needs to be reinforced. As parents, and myself included, we're very quick to give big reactions to things that we don't want. But when our kids follow through with what we want, our reactions don't tend to match the ones that we give to those big ones when they don't follow our expectations. So we want to reverse that and make sure that we are paying attention to the good stuff, those ordinary, everyday behaviors that our kids engage in that make our life easier, that we don't think twice about or realize. Pay attention to that, and that's what you'll see more of, because there's nothing more valuable than parental attention.